So obviously SoCal is a hub for design and fashion. What
Mhm.
really drove you to want to pursue fashion and just like this path overall?
Yeah, so pretty much how it started was like when I was in high school, I tried a bunch of different businesses to make money online, but like none of it really worked out. And when I was a sophomore, or this was during COVID, so when I was a sophomore in high school. So pretty much what happened was when COVID started, I started my clothing brand, like my first ever clothing brand. But like that was the first business where I started it and I quit because it was so hard. Like that every other business I've done, it just failed because I was just bad at it, whatever. Um, that was the only one where I tried it, like I genuinely tried, but it was so hard because you have to build a brand. So I quit and then I tried like drop shipping, copywriting, a bunch of different stuff. And when I graduated from high school, when I was a senior, I sold jewelry. So I sold jewelry for a while on Etsy, but like that also didn't work out. But I was so stubborn, so I didn't want to quit. And then when I graduated from high school, I had like a summer left, so I was like, I need to lock in. So I was like, might as well do something that I quit on because like I have like an ego. So I was like, there's no way I'm failing. So that's the reason why I tried clothing again. And I think like creative wise, everything else I kind of got bored of, like Etsy, Amazon, drop shipping, copywriting. It was all boring, but like I think clothing brand, you have to make so many designs, so many products. So it kind of intrigued my interest, and obviously, like I quit. That was the only business that I quit on. So I was like, I'm gonna try it again, and then after that, like I started it, I locked in, and it's been just going up ever since then. So I started when I graduated high school from yeah, like the summer.
That's so cool. So like in regards to like designs and everything,
Uh
what do
huh.
you think the first time that you built your clothing brand in your sophomore year that failed, what do you think you did differently between that?
Yeah.
Was it like
Yeah.
designs, manufacturing, or like just how you promoted the brand overall?
I mean, when I was a sophomore and like during this time period, I don't think TikTok was a thing either because like it was like a long ass time ago. But like clothing brands were just not as popular, so there weren't as many resources. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was also young, and I guess like the main hardest thing was just like the resources because I didn't know what I was doing. There was no tutorials online, but I definitely say design because like back then the designing it was like the 20 I don't even know when that was like 2019 or some shit or like
2020.
this is when I'm a sophomore in high school, so this is like 2019 or something like that, 2020. I'm a fourth, I'm gonna become a fourth year now, so
Oh, okay.
yeah. Yeah, anyway, so pretty much then it was like there weren't that many resources. I also like was pretty young and I was just like ambitious, but I didn't really know what I was doing. And then I think the main difference is that when I started it when I graduated from high school is like I was a little bit more mature. I failed more times, so I was like a little bit more cautious. And I was working a job. I got fired from the job, but like at the time I had the job, so I was like making money so I can spend that money on my business. You feel me? Like when I was a sophomore in high school,
Yeah.
I was just broke, so I couldn't spend anything. So I was trying to be as frugal as possible. I mean, I'm sure you know because like every Asian is like frugal. But for me,
Yeah.
like yeah, at the time I just didn't even have money. But like when I was a senior, I was working a job, so I had like a couple thousand saved up, so I could use that. And that's probably the main difference is just like the resources, the timing. This is when like clothing brands were kind of getting popular on TikTok, not as popular as now, but like slightly. And like there was just more videos online and things like that as well.
So what do you think really differentiated you from other clothing brands, like
Hmm.
as of right now? Because there's so many that are popular, like Ditch, Real to Kai,
Yeah.
like yeah, like everything. So like what do you think makes your customers always want to return and come back and buy from you?
Yeah, I mean, I think like me just getting to this position, I'm gonna be honest, I think it was just like probably more work ethic than actual like, oh, like your design is objectively good because like it was a numbers game for me. So I was like posting like 5, 7 times per day on my brand's TikTok account when I first started out. I posted over, I believe, 1,000 videos on TikTok before I got one to hit like 10K. Um, I was dropping very frequently. Also, for the first like 4 months, I didn't make a single profit. So pretty much like my mindset was like, I don't care if I lose money. I just want to get sales. So I don't really care about money. I think that's the biggest thing in the beginning. It's like I didn't care about money. I just want to get sales. But I think now the main thing, in my personal opinion, is just having like a pretty good business just in general, like good customer support, deliver products pretty quickly. We do like 1 week shipping maximum, probably like every 3 to 5 days. We try to drop frequently. I try to restock frequently. When it comes to like running ads, like I always try to make new ads and things like that, just so that I guess the ad doesn't get fatigued and things like that. But yeah, overall, I think like for my niche, I think it's like more minimalistic streetwear type of niche. So I think the products I design for that niche, it's like perfect because it's not like crazy in your face graphic designs. It's also not like a little logo on a shirt, and that's just, there's like specific designs that I make. I feel like cater towards my niche really well, and that's probably the main reason why like my brand is just different than most other clothing brands out there.